it's like perfect.
And we need affirmations all the time.
We do.
Constantly have to conjure them up.
We
And
really
see,
do.
this is much more my natural state. This is good. This is good. Cooper, how's everything going? Everything is just on fire in your life, and I'm so happy for you. I like you as a person who is taking the internet by storm, who is just people are really, you know, drawn to and feeling and in with. How's that? How's that feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. I feel so lucky and so grateful, and it's fun. It's really fun.
How are you an internet sensation but don't have an Instagram account?
I know. It's kind of unheard of.
I'm into it. This is a new model. I like it.
It's just better for my mental health, honestly.
I couldn't agree more. With all things new, we overindulge, and then, you know, we'll find our way with it.
Totally.
I want to talk about when this huge phenomenon, the Menendez brothers, you know, really national story. I mean, it was up there with the biggest things that had occurred in law and pop culture at the same time. The fascination, and you know, we had a couple channels at that point.
No social media then?
No, you were either inundated with what was being given to you on the few channels you had to scour. I mean, when you take this kind of a thing on, sorry, I can't sit that way. I really thank you. I mean, when as an actor also, because when you're portraying someone real life, which I had only really done once, trying to do this film called Grey Gardens, and I was so terrified of, you're now not coming up with a person, you're bringing them to life. And some could, like, I had the words imitation, I had, like, I wanted to get the accent and the look, and the more I saw myself, the more frustrated I got. Like, how do I get rid of myself and embody this person? But you can't totally do that. How did you balance that as an actor?
I think it was just doing as much research as I could. And there's so much. The whole trial is on YouTube.
Did you watch the trial? I understand you watched every single second over and over.
Every single second. And I would fall asleep to him. I had him on in my car, so I was always listening. And not only was that to try and like get the voice and his mannerisms and just how he behaved, but also just hearing the stories over and over again continued to just deepen my empathy for him. And, you know, there's times when you're listening when maybe you get distracted, and so then the next time you listen to it, you're like, oh my God, I've never heard that before. And then that opens something else up. And I tried to maybe see how I could bring myself to him or what the connective tissues were. And I think the biggest one was shame. You know, like, I've dealt with a lot of shame in my life, and in a lot of in completely different ways than he has. But I think that was the big thing that really allowed me to sort of connect deeply on a really, really deep level.
Do you think that he had a lot of shame?
Oh, yeah, of course, because of what was happening to him his whole life, and because of, obviously, then what he did. And so that was something that I really, really connected with him on, and I was able to sort of bring myself to it in that sense.
Well, we have a clip of the show. Let's take a look.
Well, I remember one time my mom, she called Lyle and me, and I don't think she meant it, but she screamed at us like, you're sociopaths. And a part of me was like, well, maybe we are sociopaths, but can you blame us if we are, when you know what's been happening to us?
Your performance in this is so extraordinary. All the hard work you did paid off so beautifully. I know you want to honor, and it seems like this, you know, is really, really accomplishing that. I think that's what's so interesting about the way these shows are making people relook at, rethink of. And I so appreciate that.
It's a tragic story.
It is, but
could turn around. There are things happening. So we think they could get out.
Okay, well, please keep us posted about everything. Thank you, Cooper. Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Menendez story is now playing on Netflix, and we will be right back.